Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, fifth grade? What is going on? My name is Mr. Dooley, and welcome to day one of Comprehension Week. The story this week, Sasha Page. We're going to be going through and talking about comprehension skills. And this week, the comprehension skill is kind of a fun one. It can give a lot of people problems, but I feel like if we are diligent, if we are smart, we can figure this out. We are looking at what a fact is, and we are looking at what an opinion is. But before we do that, we're going to be looking at a story within your reading textbooks. If you want to see this story and read it while I'm going through this, you may, of course, look at it and you will find it on today's date, which will be Friday. You can find it there, and our story is going to be about, once I find it that is, it's going to be about the African American baseball team leagues that you could find back in the day. Around 1882 is when it first started, but I'm going to wait to tell you the facts. Let's get into the story. So, a special league. African Americans have played baseball since the sport began. For many years, however, they were not allowed to play on the same team as white players. In 1882, the first African American teams were formed. Unlike earlier players, these players were paid to play because they were more fun to watch. The National Negro League, the NNL, was founded in 1920. Another league, the Eastern Colored League, was founded in 1923. These leagues gave talented athletes the chance to play and give fans the chance to see baseball players, the best baseball players of all time. So, a few things. These African American teams weren't paid to play, but we already know that is going to be a fact. Somewhere in here it says these teams were more fun to watch. They were paid to play. They're more fun to watch. We have a fact and an opinion right there. So, going into it, a fact is something that can be proven. They were paid to play. You can look in the record books, you can look at where people were documenting, taking notes on what they were doing at the time, and you can see that they were getting paid. So, we're going to call a fact something that can be proven. Now, that might seem easy to remember as far as, your prior knowledge. You might know what a fact is, but what's going to be confusing is knowing the difference between a fact and an opinion. When is it something that can be proven? When is it something that you can argue? And that little bit right there is actually what an opinion is. And that is something that can be argued. So, they were more fun to watch. Do you think everyone feels that way? I don't know. I don't think so, though. One person might not think that these teams were more fun to watch. Another person might enjoy the other baseball teams that are out in there. So the white leagues, the people that were in the Major League Baseball teams that we know today. So something that can be argued, like an opinion. Everyone's got an opinion. You might like McDonald's the best. I might like Chick-fil-A the best. That's an opinion. I love Chick-fil-A. That's a fact, because I can prove that I love Chick-fil-A. I know it in my heart. But to say Chick-fil-A is the best restaurant out there, that's an opinion. Because not everyone's going to think that, right? Something that can be argued. So, we've got our definitions here, but I want to go more in depth. So, let's continue this. The NLL, again, that is the National Negro League, became very popular in the 1930s from until about 1950. These teams played the East-West All-Star Game, and they attended up to 40,000 fans. Yet, things were not so easy for African-American players. They had to travel more often, they played more games than white players, and they made less money. So again, they are making money, but a little bit less. Then, in some places, they were refused hotel rooms. Can you believe that? They're traveling with their baseball teams, they wouldn't even be allowed to stay in a hotel? Crazy. So, 1947, professional baseball became integrated, and that year, African-American players were allowed to play whites with major leagues. Meanwhile, television was starting to show baseball teams and games. These events eventually led to the end of the NNL. So, a lot of facts in there. But, going back to where it said that these teams were more fun to watch, that's an opinion, because not everyone can think that. You can't prove something is the most fun or the tastiest or maybe the most interesting thing to watch. You can't prove things like that. But specific things like the dates, when things happened, were they paid or were they not, those things you can prove. So today on Google Forms, I want you to practice this skill, this comprehension skill. What you're going to do is you're going to see a whole bunch of different things in your Google Forms, and you're going to have a multiple choice assignment. All it's going to be is fact or opinion. and you're going to have to answer them. I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Please remember that with facts and opinions, a fact is something that can be proven, written down somewhere. It really happened. But an opinion is something that can be argued. Not everyone may think that Chick-fil-A is the best restaurant. I can. That's my opinion. But you can't prove that it's the best restaurant. Not everyone thinks that way. This has been Mr. Dooley. I hope you guys are having a great day out there, and I will see you guys in the next video.